Hi, welcome back to Everlasting Summer. And this is the final route, the Harem ending. Keep going. Damn that Sovenok. Fuck. There is no camp, no pioneers. And it is really doesn't matter why I arrived there. My priority is getting out quickly. I'll go forward. I shrug my shoulders, trying to express minimal of interest. Yulia started hard at me for some time, then took a couple of steps forward as if I invite me to follow her. Well, are you going? So we all go together. It seemed like for the first time today we got a bit closer to the city, like 100 meters or so. I was almost sure that I wouldn't reach it. Then I heard sound of a car horn from behind. A bus! An Icarus approached us fast, cutting through the night darkness with its light. I stepped to the roadside. That's... Yulia wasn't around. How does she manage to appear and disappear in untouchable? So, the Harem ending will not have Yulia. So either have Yulia or all the other girls. The bus slowly stopped next to me. The door opened and... Olga stepped out. Simeon, why didn't you come back? I asked you to. I could ask you the same thing. You said a disaster had happened and how... Okay. She stopped at him. You told the boss. What? And what about the city? That's why we are going there, to see for ourselves. I hesitated. On one hand, it will be faster to go by bus. This road should lead to the city, or the other hand, the action of the camp leader seems strange. We go into the same direction for the time being anyway. Okay? I agree and get into the bus. Everyone is there, except Yulia, I mean. The Icarus, these two names are confusing with each other. The Icarus went to the direction of the mysterious city, bouncing over the bumps. It was too slow, in my opinion. I was so tired that my eyes started to close. And what about Yulia? Did I just leave her alone there? It looked like all the pioneers who had been in Sovenok had got into the bus. Maybe she wanted to say something to me. However, regardless of my struggle with Morpheus, my loud snort sound from the back seat with a couple of minutes. So... Everything is over now, or not. I wanted to get out so badly so not to fall asleep. That's the reason? Probably not. It was like I got a dose of sedative. People can't lose conscience just like that and never suffer from hallucination. My thoughts follow fast and calm like a wild river. Nothing interfered with their flight because I was sleeping. But at the same time, it felt like I was conscious. I am about to open my eyes and... What? An old chip ceiling was shot down at me. A big crack divided it in two parts, lengthwise, as if I threatened to drop an upper floor on me. The computer fan sounded peaceful, but strange. Thousands of spikes of dust danced peacefully in the air. The wind wailed outside the window, licking off the forest-covered glass and then fly away, twirling the snowflake in the wake. The bright winter-cold moon looked down at my window, twinkling merrily. There was a ringing in my heavy head and I felt dizzy. A nasty aftertaste filled my mouth as if I had eaten the content of ashtray and wasted them down with a bottle of vodka. The realization did not come at once. I was intending to go somewhere yesterday, and I had a strange dream about summer camp pioneer and their camp leader, about a strange cat girl and distant city. I always forgot the end of my dreams. Did I get to the city or not? Wait a minute. Was that really a dream? Yeah, I spent nearly a week in that camp. However, the clock didn't agree with me. According to it, only about a 12 hour has passed. So, I don't think it's really time to the steam clock. I was thinking it's time to the steam clock, but it's not. By the way, this guy have an old TV. I sat up into the bed and tried to remember. My feeling and emotion were really vivid, but the events of that dream were covered in fog. I remember girls, their tears and smiles, remember the joy of and suddenly that exhausted together, but their faces and figure were concerned by shadows. There was mine of some sort, a bomb shelter, and then the island and departed. And this damn grasshopper which disturbed my sleep. And Sylvia, and Lena, and Alicia, and Juliana, and Masha, and Yulia? But there was something else, something beyond the dream. My life after seemingly a new level of existence. Yes, I had wake up many times, meet this girls with being awake and this world, and then everything start all over again. This huge load of information just couldn't settle in my head. My memory was overflow. I was forgetting something every second, and I couldn't understand what was real and what was not. I'm thinking, will this be only one video or we will see other things? Because I'm not sure. All that event of the camp blended into one fantastic picture. A college made from hundreds of work by hundreds of artists with different style. A scrap of feeling, shadow of emotion, parts of memories. My life was ripped apart and clumsily sewn back together, and the result was something like that disfigured doll I had found in an old camp together with Yulia. Wait, or was it Sylvia? The night search for Shrek flew before my eyes with all the detail, but I couldn't remember the face of a girl who was with me at that time. A dream was getting more foggy with every moment. Will it be forgotten soon? I can't let that happen. I must remember. Even without a detail, even without face, maybe even without names. I'm sure it is not just a dream. It's something bigger, something very important to me. A voice started to ring in my head, and it was not mine. It was something else. It was quiet and distant at first, but it was growing louder with every moment, and soon I almost could make out the words. But it was probably just my imagination. One electronic brain impulse contained more thought than 1,000 books. I remember something in the dream I left and finished. The city. No, I had reached the city. Yulia. From the depth of my conclusion, that image of a cat girl across the stared me furiously and moved her ears in a funny way. Was it not a dream? Was it a week I had spent in the camp not a dream? I walked around the room, looked out for window. The outside world was same as yesterday. I was on the verge of going insane. The silence of my flat was disturbed by the ringing of the doorbell. Who might that be at this hour? I didn't want to open the door. At first I was even afraid, but then I thought that it was going to opportunity to check. Was that a dream? People in a dream and reality are totally different. I opened the door and see, I made the entrance of 2 leaps. Pull the door without looking at people and... Okay. Oh! Wow! Look! There are all adults and shit. Masha or Miko. Sylvia have short hair for some reason. And Lena have longer hair. Yeah, even Juliana is hella cute. And look at Alicia. Alicia is like supermodel. The girls stop in front of the door. The girls from the camp. But something had changed about them. I didn't remember every detail of their appearance in the dream. However, Sylvia hair is too, and Juliana seemed taller. The heavy silence hung in the air at the moment I was verified, my thought frozen, feeling no fear of any other emotion. The girl seemed not to be surprised at all. Hi? Sylvia said a bit happily. Why are you standing around like a dummy? Extremely Juliana. How do you... I got word on my tongue, but couldn't form sensible question out of them. I had so many things to ask at once. Calm down, girls. You shouldn't shock a person like that. I remember Lena at once. Remember out live after the camp. And Sylvia, that conversation of the night bus stop. And Julia, our encounter in the university. Alicia at my concert. And even Masha in the other world. But how? Well, yes, to cut long story short, Alicia started speaking swiftly. Don't be so surprised. Did you think you were the only one? In Savannah? Oh, they all remembered. Yes, the Savannah. You weren't the only one. We were there too. But how do you all together here? The point is that every one of us had her own cam and you had yours. I mean, in our you behave differently. Ah, so I think I get it. Every girl has like her own problem. Like me, a social problem, and we all dream about the camp, and the camp like help us all, each one in their own story, but all together in the same way. Sylvia sounded awkward. Really differently. You chased me with that cake. I barely managed to escape. Turn out that we all remember everything before you did and understand that they were not just dreams. Wait, but how is it only one day has passed? No, it's gone too much longer. At first I thought too, that only I had a dream about the camp. But then people from there started to become more real. You started too. She sighed deeply. And this horrors seemed like Lena was starting crying out a second now. Stop it already. I told you 1,000 times. It wasn't him. It was another Simon. What does that mean, another Simon? You see, there was many such dreams, many camps. Everyone has a personal one, and each of them you behave in different way. Somewhere it's like that. She looked at Lena with sadness and went on. Many of you incarnation told us about the other camp and other version of us, but we were just a doll there, playing personal present role. I see, this is very interesting actually. I am not some doll. Julia was outraged. We got tired of that, of course. We started to look for an exit, and one time I got into Miko work. Don't call me that. But I remember the camp was completely different. There was shooting a movie and that was different. In case the dream repeat. Well, then we managed to connect the rest of the world into one for all the 5 of us, and from here it was all the bag. Elsa smiled and I recognized the smile. The only thing left was to find you. To find me? Why? Wasn't against it. Everything fell into the place at last. Savannah, why near the camp leader? This girl's. What about Julia? Who? Julia, the cat girl. Don't you see her? Yes, someone did mention something about that. How could that? I still feel somewhere guilty about leaving Yulia. That's how it is. Each of us had only one world of its own, and you had many of them. And then we understand that only you were connected with reality. How did you understand that? The pioneer told us. I mean, the you who claimed to have been in this dream for a long time. Some weirdo probably going completely banana. I couldn't get everything they were saying straight in my mind. Okay, wait. I put my thoughts together. Then that camp was not a dream. Everything has been going on for long. There was many camps which had, but each of us had only one of many. I don't understand. That's about right. Stop sulking, you boring. It was a lot of fun. For example, I never visited a pioneer camp. You probably hadn't either. But who was behind all this and why? That's why we came, to find it out. But how did you find me? Suddenly I felt doubt and even fear. Juliana pinched me in the once. Ow! Just in case you thought you are dreaming. It wasn't difficult. You copy couldn't be talkative. Sorry. Your copy could certainly be talkative if they want to. Or if you force them to. Lena added quietly. So, first we met in real life and then we come to you. Great. Great, you guessed. Unbelievable. My life turned upside down in the blink of an eye. Obviously, I didn't remember this dream or dream of as girls say a full detail, but I felt too that the camp was something bigger than that. It brought us together, at first there and now here. Only the question of Yulia still remained. But might I know the answer? I could just forgotten it, just like I forgot many other things. Okay, I hope you tell me everything in detail. Sure, that's what we're here for. Well, come on, don't stand on the doorstep. Tea, coffee, dance. I added, trying to calm down and calm myself. Lena eyeglass. Alright, we save the dancing for later. Is this at the end? Every story has a beginning and an end. Every story has a canvas, hypnosis, content, key moment, prologue, epilogue. And there are no books that reread it will not reveal a new detail you didn't notice before. But every book has its last page, and after turning it over, we put it back on the shelf. This is the real ending. Just to open new one tomorrow. So this is it. The end. It's over. It's all over. That was quite a journey. I didn't expect to end soon. I was thinking will be a longer harem end. This is harem end. It's like, yes, they're all together, but they didn't have sex or dating together. It's like, oh, they just. Oh yeah, I remember that. I was thinking this is something different. What about Electronic? I miss Electronic. He was my best friend. Fuck Shrek, fuck him then. And what about Olga? We didn't see Olga. This ending is like, yeah, shorthand a little bit. Like, we should meet Olga, Viola, Zanya, Electronic. Yeah, okay, Shrek, but fuck Shrek. Juliana have her own ending, so I will not say no. So, this is the end. Yeah, at least we see them all in bikini together in one picture, but yeah. So, goodbye, Everlasting Summer. It was quite a very good game. It returned me to Let's Playing. I was stopped Let's Playing for almost 4 or 6, 7 months, like that. And this game returned me to Let's Playing. Thanks to this game, I return my Let's Play enthusiasm. Do I have everything here? Like, yeah, all together. It's the end. I'm trying to do something new by doing the Let's Play thing. I hate when someone finishes the game and this is it, goodbye, it's over. I want to make an ending video podcast talking about the game in very detail about what I think about the game. I will not call it a review, I hate reviews like that. Like, just talking what I think about the game, my experience with the game, what I think, theories, stuff like that. So, wait for this video after this, but that will be another day. And next game will be what's called Shovel. After this game, because I buy the Shovel from Steam, I have to choose between the Mega update, the Mega Games version, which is have no concern moments. Like, they will not concern the sex moment and the fancy shots. But the Steam version is legal because the manga gamers is like, don't sell the game anymore, and I find it downloaded, just keep it in there in case. But I wasn't planning to play it anyway, but when the Steam release, like, okay, I have to do the official release, not the one that get pirated. And because the Steam release have 2 more routes, so I will do that, and it is official, and I will not have to edit a lot of things when it's like sex scene and stuff like that. I'm not looking to do a lot of heavy editing. So next time will be Shovel. So goodbye for now, and see you in the next episode with Shovel and the podcast talking about this game. Goodbye.